BOWA, your full-line supplier of electrosurgical systems and instruments. BOWA provides a professional range of electrosurgical devices which covers the entire range of requirements of modern hospitals, outpatient operating centres and medical practices. The ARC 400 is the top-of-the-line model in electrosurgery. The ARC 350 provides a universal range of applications. Both come with a touchscreen and interactive user interface and the globally unique comfort instrument recognition. ARC 303 is a powerful generalist, and ARC 250 is the specialist for small clinical interventions. The exciting ARC Plus for argon support is optionally available for all hospital equipment. The ARC 100 is BOWA's compact generator, the perfect partner for practices, outpatient centres or for small-scale interventions. BOWA instruments and neutral electrodes for electrosurgery are distinguished by their universal compatibility and the highest standards of quality. BOWA provides the perfect equipment for every operation. The BOWA ARC 100 compact electrosurgical system is the perfect partner in your practice or outpatient operating centre. The ARC 100 is ideally suited for smaller interventions in the fields of plastic and aesthetic surgery, dermatology, general outpatient operations such as surgery, gynecology, orthopedics and traumatology surgery, ENT surgery, oral and maxillofacial surgery. The ARC 100 is distinguished by its compact construction thanks to its 2-in-1 multifunctional socket and 100 watts of power, which is sufficient for small operations. Various monopolar and bipolar functions are available. Standard cutting, dry cutting, moderate coagulation, forced coagulation and bipolar coagulation. Operation is self-explanatory. All functions and power settings are visible at all times and can be selected by tapping with a finger. Easy neutral electrode monitoring provides high-level patient safety. This guarantees safe working to a high clinical standard. You'll be perfectly equipped with the extensive range of basic equipment for the ARC 100. Place the ARC 100 in front of you on a horizontal surface so that you can see the display at all times. Do not cover the display during operation. Make sure that the on-off switch is set to 0. On the rear is the connection for a possible equipotential bonding system, the mains cable and a connection socket for the foot switch. The volume of the activation signals in the ARC 100 can be smoothly adjusted using the control dial. For safety reasons, the volume of alarm signals should not be changed. Connect the equipotential bonding of the equipment with the equipotential bonding system of your hospital or practice. Now plug the mains cable into the supply connection for inlet connections of kettle plug socket and connect it to the power supply. Next, connect the cable from the foot switch to the ARC 100, making sure that the little lug on the foot switch plug is correctly positioned in the socket. Switch on the ARC 100 generator using the on-off switch. The ARC 100 has a mono-bipolar multifunctional socket and a socket for the neutral electrode for monopolar applications. You can connect 3-pin plugs, standard 4mm plugs and the bipolar BOWA ARC 100 cable here. Plug the neutral electrode cable into the ARC 100. The easy neutral electrode monitoring recognizes and automatically displays the type of neutral electrode used and indicates this with a green signal. The red LED identified by an alarm always shines when no neutral electrode is connected. In this case, monopolar activation is not possible. For the protection of patients, BOWA essentially recommends the use of split easy neutral electrodes, which can thus be monitored. Plug the monopolar instrument cable into the ARC 100. Plug the bipolar cable into the central socket of the ARC 100. The neutral electrode cable does not need to be connected for pure bipolar applications. A mono-bipolar multifunctional cable is available for the simultaneous connection of a monopolar handle and a bipolar instrument. Plug the monopolar multifunctional cable into the ARC 100. The ARC 100 has 5 tissue effects. Select your cutting mode and other settings using the mode selection buttons. Monopolar cutting is used for electrosurgical separation of tissue when using monopolar cutting instruments with electrodes. 2 modes are available: conventional cutting and dry cutting. 2 monopolar coagulation modes are available: moderate and forced coagulation. Moderate coagulation is used in the case of contact coagulation to stem hemorrhagic oozing, hemostasis in larger tissue areas, and for coagulation over small areas. Forced coagulation is coagulation using a semi-contact procedure. It is an effective procedure for rapid hemostasis close to the surface and for coagulation over larger areas. The active mode is indicated by the corresponding LED next to the selected mode selection button. Bipolar coagulation is easily called up by assigning the foot switch. The power of the applied current can be set using the arrow keys. 10 corresponds to the full power of 100 watts. When attaching the neutral electrode to the patient, important basic rules must be followed. Place it over areas of muscle with a good blood flow. Never place over implants. Remove metal jewelry and piercings. Remove thick hair for good skin contact. Ensure contact is complete over full area and press down firmly. As the compact member of the ARC family, the ARC 100 combines practicality and performance with intuitive operation. Your practice can also profit from clinical innovations and advances. BOWA. Simply safe.